Hello friends, today we are going to find out the pH of the solid sample. In our last videos, we saw the working of a pH meter, how does the probe work, what are buffers, and we were computing the pH of a liquid or aqueous sample. So in today's video, this often comes to our mind that how we will find out the pH of a solid sample. In front of us we have the volcanic ash from different regions. Okay, so this is our solid sample. So how we will find out the volcanic ash pH or the pH of a solid sample? So first of all, what we have to do is to sieve this sample in order to remove the coarser part. Usually we use a mesh size of that is around 2 millimeters, and this is already sieved, grinded, and using a ball mill we have grinded the volcanic ash, and then we will be approximately weighing around 10 gram of the air dried. And also make sure the samples are air dried or sun dried so that there is no moisture content. And then we have to transfer this amount to you can use a conical flask or any kind of vial. And then if the sample, I mean, you add to the water and sample any absorbs the waters, and so in that case what we have to do is add more amount of sample. Now usually we can take 20 gram or 10 gram, so here we will take 20 gram in a 15 milliliters of the beaker or a conical flask, and then here we are going to add the very pure water, that is the double distilled water, and then we will shake this the mixture or the assortment for about 5 minutes, and then we will allow the to settle down. So there are various ways. Either we can allow the sample to settle down, or we can centrifuge, or we can filter, okay, so that the probe doesn't mess up or doesn't interfere with the solid samples, doesn't stick to the probes. Or we can allow them to settle down. Let's suppose this is a liquid solution here, so we can take the supernatant and just measure the pH of that. Usually the settling time is around 15 minutes, and there are certain notes to be taken. For example, if the waste is hygroscopic and it absorbs with the reagent water, then we can begin the experiment again using 20 gram of waste, and then we can take another amount of reagent water. And if the supernatant is multiphasic, then we can decant the oily phase and measure the pH of the aqueous solutions. And also the electrode needs to be thoroughly cleaned if it becomes coated with the oily material. Now we have to also make sure that the electrodes and the clamps of the holder, upon lowering the electrodes into the beaker, so you have to make sure they are well immersed, they are not touching the the beakers, and insert the electrode into this sample solution in such a manner that doesn't touch the down probe. Okay, so these precautions we have to make sure. Also we may make sure the pH meter is calibrated. Now the this is the US EPA method. So usually the US EPA method is 9045D for the soil and wastewater, the analysis for pH. So this is 9045D. Now let us start the measurement of the pH. Let's weigh, and then we shake it for around 5 minutes. We transferred the required amount of the volcanic ash. So this one is my raw volcanic ash, and this one is my base activated volcanic ash. So now we will transfer water, shake for a few minutes. Bring it here. This is Orbi shaker, and then we will take out and wait for a few seconds so that the solid particle settles down. Then we will measure the pH. I'm centrifuging the sample because sample was too thick and viscous, so I'm centrifuging, and after that we'll compute the pH. Now after centrifugation, you can see the samples have been separated from the solid. Now we will measure the pH of this one by one. The ideal way is to remove the top layer from the vial. What I am doing is just dipping it on the top. This is the pH of the volcanic ash. Let's wait till it is stabilized. So this has stopped till 8.12. So the pH of the base modified volcanic ash is around 7.90. This was all about the pH of the solid sample. And also we should also know about the nature of the solid sample, for which we are going to find the pH. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Our next consecutive videos will be talking more and more about the analytical parameters of the water, the wastewater, or other remediation techniques also.